Warm greetings everyone, I hope you are well. My name is Nick from the ZX Spectrum, and this time we're looking at a shooter called Halaga, published by Interceptor Software in 1985. Based, as you probably already know, on the game called GALAGA from the arcades by Namco in 1981. So it's a space shooter where you control one ship at the bottom of the screen, just can go left and right, and you shoot waves of aliens that come at you, and when you destroy all of them, you get to the next wave. Yes, so they changed one letter, GALAGA, to Halaga. Well done. So I hope GALAGA doesn't sue, but I don't think they will do. Malaga, oh my god, Malaga won't sue because that's just a place. Right, here we go. So, it moves quite fast. I like the starfield in the background, I'm always a fan of that, and I've died already. There's something scrolling along the bottom if you want to read that, something to do with Earthlings in this ultra something or other, brilliant. It's moving very, very fast. The graphics are big and bold so far. It's a bit of an overlap there, but that's okay. I'm interested to see if this varies from level to level, and we've run out of ships, so you die quite quickly, but this is only my first go ever. So yes, 1985 this one, mid-80s, it went really early, based on the arcade cabinet was in 1981. I couldn't get the joysticks to work earlier on, so I've been on keyboard, so it's basically just 3 buttons, left and right and shoot. This game is maybe a little bit too fast. The stuff fires at you quite quickly, but there seems to be some sort of shelter if you go to the extreme left or right. The explosions are okay without being spectacular. Right, so if I don't do very well this time, we'll put in a cheat for infinite lives to see if the other levels are any different. We'd like to see some different colours, I'd like to see some more varied aliens. Looks like when the stuff attacks you, sometimes it suffers from being on one screen and scrolling to the other side of the screen, which is a bit weird. Shooting the last alien is sometimes a little bit tricky. So at the moment, I'm getting a feeling that the game is okay, but it's just a little bit too rapid. It's moving very fast for a 48k game. Not sure why they did the scrolling down the bottom there, because that scrolls across so slowly, you haven't really got time to read that and play the game at the same time. You might have time to read that, and it might say something very enlightening that I'm doing wrong. No smart bombs this, just firing, and that's it. So we've just got 2 left. Yeah, see, it's very hard to get underneath the last alien without it shooting you. It fires an alarming amount of things. That is a bit flawed. Now, if you did have this game back in the day, let me know. I think I prefer Galaxian and Galaxians to this one, because it's a little bit fairer on the playability, but you'd have to say from a programming point of view, this is probably a bit more technical. The ship is 2 colours, white and red, which is cleverly done. But yeah, I prefer those other simpler games. So we will put in a cheat here. Let's just put AAA there. We'll put a cheat for infinite lives, see if I can just get off the first wave of aliens. Don't know why it hasn't got Kempston joystick there. That was probably the most popular, but anyway. Right, so I say it's a starfield. They're moving past quite quick. Maybe it's space dust. So nice animation. The aliens are moving in nice, unpredictable waves. They spelt the letter S there. What they're going to spell out? Hopefully nothing rude. Savaloy maybe. Right, take out the cyan aliens. I don't know what alien race these are from. It's just, there's no difficulty level here. I would like to have seen like maybe 3 difficulty levels. One where they're firing hardly anything at you. We can only probably do the first 3 levels, and then it just says you need a harder level. It's straight in, but it's a no-nonsense shooter. And as a kid, I probably would have gone back to this quite a few times if I didn't have anything else. But there's quite a few shooters to pick back in the day. We've reviewed quite a few, but there's still many more to come. So I say, you know, from a presentation point of view, this is absolutely excellent. From a playability point of view, it leaves a little bit to be desired. I don't think many kids would have destroyed the last alien here. As you can see, I'm going to have to try and take a fluke shot, because you've only got, normally, 3 lives to do this. Oh, I caught that. Right. So, the next level, is it going to be much different? That's the same graphic, but they've gone for green. Yeah, the same sort of movement as well. I've got a funny feeling this game's going to be the same all the way through, but they're just going to change the colour of the aliens. I don't think we're going to have any bosses or anything like that. If you did play this for years and years, oh, red ones as well. If you did play this for years and years, let me know. Were there any intermittent bosses, or was it all like this all the way through? So it's a bit like an advanced Space Invaders, I suppose. Well, that originally came out in the late 70s. I think it was 78. I'd have to check. I'd have to check that one. I haven't got it in my notes, admittedly. And then you've got a load of games based off that. Galaxians, and there we go. Asteroids was another one back in the day, but that went its own sort of like way. Many clones of Galaga, many clones. Halaga, not to get mixed up, of course, with halitosis, which is bad breath. These aliens might have bad breath, but who knows. But yes. So yes, we've covered two like fairly basic games. This is basic stroke advanced, and what am I talking about? I'm saying things that contradict each other. Yeah, it's a basic concept, but it's advanced programming. One of those games I'd like to like maybe hack in and see for myself. Right, get that? Good. Right, so if you destroy the alien, it seems to the last one. Oh no, we're going back in a circle. The last one, it seems to just eliminate the shots it's fired at you. We've gone back to yellow again. The graphics. Well, if not, they might be identical or very similar. Yes, I don't think this game's going to change very much. Yeah, you had your 3 lives, so not many people would have got past level 3 or 4, so you wouldn't see a great variety. So what you see early on in the game is pretty much all of it, so there's not too much to actually uncover, which is a bit of a shame really, because you like to say if you get to a special bit or a special area. This isn't happening in this game whatsoever, so it loses marks for that. But you know, it's pretty much run of the mill. If I bought it as a kid for my pocket money, I wouldn't have been disappointed. It's using what the Spectrum can do fairly well. It's a little bit hectic though, little bit hectic. I don't know why they need to do this. In terms of memory, the movement of the aliens going fast, the star screen going, the animated text going along the bottom, so it is pushing the computer to the maximum. The flashing score points there, it's doing lots and lots of stuff. Kudos there, but overall, as I said, as a playable game, it's a little bit lacking there. Right, yeah, yellow again. They call it mellow yellow. I don't know who that song was by. Where'd it go? They call it mellow yellow. Bom 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 bom. They call it mellow yellow. I don't know any other lyrics. If you haven't heard of that song, you might have just thought I've gone mad. Right, they're trying to form a big L. Let's destroy the big L. There we go. Only a few aliens will shoot at you. When you've got just a few left, just one will be the main shooter. If they all shot at you, you'll be dead. But I don't know how many lives I've lost so far. A zillion and billion and two. What would have been good on this is like a 2-player option, I suppose. Then you really could have gone to town. Or if the ship could go up and down as well to a small degree, maybe not the whole screen, but just 1 or 2. Right, just take them out. The sound is pretty good. That's probably the best bits of the game actually. The sound is quite groovy. The sound effects. Yeah, I like that. It's very spacey sound, so that's good points for that. Whoa. Now, a lot of these games, because the Spectrum back catalogue was so huge, you might be seeing for the first time and didn't know it existed. If you do own a real-life Spectrum, or even emulation, which is what I'm playing it on now, track it down. It's well worth having a look at for historic purposes. If you want a really weird shooter, then try out Super Crap Invaders. Yes, despite its name, it is quite an interesting one, where instead of a ship down the bottom, you control a Jet Set Willy with his top hat on. Nick, what are you talking about? No, it's true. And he walks up and down, well, he walks along the screen on the bottom there, jumping over arrows, but at the same time, firing shots at attacking aliens. Yeah, Super Crap Invaders. Check that one out. There, that's good. I like that one. You need to like special timing on that. Right, 1 alien left, and we know we're going to find it a bit hard to shoot this thing. My best shooter on the Spectrum. It's quite basic actually, but I do like Space Raiders. That's a good one. Quite easy, I suppose, compared to this, but I get a good feeling when I'm watching it. Oh man, you know, imagine you didn't have any cheat on trying to destroy this one alien. Almost impossible. Look at that. He doesn't even pause. Oh man. You lose 1 million shots doing this. Right, it might be the end of the game soon, because I'm not confident I'll be able to shoot this guy in his crazy mother super ship. It's like green. It's a little bit flickery, isn't it, really? This is chaos. Chaos. Right. Do you hear me, Bob, Richard, Dave? It says down, and whoever that is. Oh god, I haven't got time to read that. Right, they're off again. We shooted that, and it's back to yellow again, spelling the word Z. It spells zippy, or maybe Zub. That's a good game. Maybe it's a bit well, I don't know what that is. What are they gonna spell? Right, I think we will call it a day there, because it's not going to vary too much. Hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Halaga on the ZX Spectrum, published by Interceptor Software in 1985, based on the arcade cabinet GALAGA from Namco in 1981. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.